Hi there, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am Shreya Roy and you are watching Edunation Ecofunomics, where I teach you how to boost your career. So today's video is divided into 3 parts and you'll find the timestamps down in the description or here. So in the first part of the video, I will talk and show you the actual hiring process of Ecofunomics. In the second part, I'll share certain tips for you if you are a student and looking for internship opportunities. And 3, I'll share certain tips if you are an employer and looking forward to hire interns. Now, let's roll into the video. So Ecofunomics opened the job position, the internship position, and posted the same or the information about the position on FB and IG. If you are not following Ecofunomics, please click and follow there as well, because we constantly post internship opportunities over there. So we received about 80 plus applications. Now, if you're a student, I would highly say and highly recommend that make sure that your application or your CV is hand in hand with what the employer or the company is asking for. For example, we had opened a internship position for economics students. It was for the economics division. And if you are a zoology student, obviously it is bound that your application is going to get rejected. So make sure that you're not wasting your energy, your efforts on some place which is not going to hire you. So make sure your CV, your application is in hand to hand with the company. If you're still here and you have watched midway of the video, which means that this video was providing you some knowledge, and I would highly recommend that please like the video, subscribe and join the family, because that would be of some help here. Now, since we received 80 plus applications, we had to make sure that we could reduce down the interview process or the number of qualifying people to the face interview or personal interview. For this, we made sure that we had another round, which was the written round. So the question paper was an open book test. However, you might think, wow, it is so easy, you have to just run a Google search and get your answer. Well, no, it was not that easy. The question paper was divided into 3 parts. 1, a Google search, easily available answers. We kept this section because since our company is a research firm, we wanted to make sure that the students knew how to run a proper Google search or conduct a secondary research. Second, it was a knowledge test where the answers were not available anywhere in the book or on Google. You need proper economics knowledge so that you could solve those questions. Third, the section had a place where we asked the students, the candidates, to write down certain research ideas. This helped us to get an insight on their creativity and research side of their brain. So this helped us to reduce down the 80 people to actually, out of 80, we selected 19 for the written test. And out of 19, not everybody showed up for the written test, which was very evident. If a student is not showing up or is not putting in the effort to join your company, how could that be a good fit for your company? So it was very easy that the persons who were not showing up, just reject them. No second chance, nothing. I mean, some of them did come back to us saying that, ma'am, we met such and such emergency and hence I could not appear. But darling, if you join a company and then you come up with an emergency and you just, leave us in the middle, we'll be at a loss. You get my point, right? So in the written test, we qualified the top 3 students, the candidates for the PI. This helped us a lot because now the PI was something that could be wrapped up within an hour or maximum 1.5 hours. Now, if you are ever selected for a PI, I will link a video here where I have put forth a proper video where I have discussed how to prepare for a PI, how to dress for a PI. However, wrapping it up and being really simple, what we asked was how good and confident they were with the CV, as in how true were they towards everything they had mentioned in their CV. If they said that I knew Stata, if they said that I knew SPSSR, did they seriously know it? Because I know it. I could cross-examine them. For example, somebody talked about plastic money, somebody talked about Bitcoin. So we made sure when we crossed that seriously they knew about whatever they had mentioned or not. Again, we crossed them about the research questions, how they are planning to approach them, how they are planning to solve them. In case they are not sure, which obviously meant that they had searched it from some Google page, or they had asked a professor or something and they were not a good fit obviously. So wrapping it all up, at the end we did have a good fit, and she is working with us currently, and she is an amazing intern to us. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the entire tenure is going to go good. Okay, so I am Shreya Roy and that is Shumon sir, and the two of us are going to be interviewing you today, and you are being recorded. Okay, I hope that is not a problem.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, Anvisha, could you please tell us something about yourself?
I am now pursuing my MSc, and I have graduated from Shivna Shastri College. So I am looking forward to do this internship because it is a very good opportunity for me to gather some more knowledge and know about this field of research more. I am completely a layman in this field, so it will be a very good opportunity for me, I think.
Do you remember what you had written in your entrance? I mean, the test, written test, the research
Yeah,
section part. So,
yeah,
do you remember what you had written, like the questions which you had
yeah,
given that I would like to work on these research topics?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
please elaborate
So
on
I
that.
I select three topics, and first one is cashless economy, and second one is the impact of the Bitcoin of it, and the second one is that does money make people happy, and the third one is the inequality in income distribution in our
So,
country.
Difference
you
between a cryptocurrency and a cashless economy driven by a cryptocurrency. Just think like that. Just an economy which is driven by a cryptocurrency and economy driven by a cashless system. So, what is the basic difference over there?
Uh, the cryptocurrency basically the digital currency, and which is the medium of transaction with like mm, so and the cashless economy is like uh,
Both are
uh,
digital.
like it is so digital, but the cryptocurrency also, like the Bitcoin part is coming in the context, like it is not centralized, it is decentralized, and the cashless economy, the which I'm talking about, like debit card or pay or Paytm system, it is all centralized. It can be controlled by government. So this is the basic difference I feel.
If Bitcoin is also given a validity from government, okay. Recently, we are seeing that big multi-million companies, multinational companies are also taking bigger steps in formalizing Bitcoins. Recently, can you name someone who has told that I will formalize Bitcoins in my trade, in my business? If someone wants to buy anything from my company, they can use Bitcoin. Can you name that company or that person who has given the statement?
No, sir, I don't know about this.
let's move on to the next topic.
Yeah, FDI and open trade model leading to economic development. So, foreign direct investment, how does it actually help in the economic growth? We know that foreign direct investment has given a major force or a push to our economic development, not only economically but technologically. Human capital development is also being carried out through all these things. So I have chosen that topic. So there are also differences, though a technology gets transmitted from one country to another. If there is no sufficient knowledge in that country, how that country can incorporate that knowledge, or how that can actually help the country.
No, that's okay. I get your point, but I'm just saying it. It's nothing to do with the whole interview thing. but FDI has different impact on different things. If it comes into the import sector, it acts differently. If it comes into the export sector, it acts differently. Sometimes it is welfare improving, sometimes it is welfare worsening, especially if we are talking about a small economy like India. So there is a thing that definitely requires a little more explanation, and I'm really not sure how you incorporate a econometrics model into it, because when you're talking about GDP and FDI, as in the welfare and the FDI, you'll have to bring in a CGE model. And now moving on to the second part of the video. So, if you're a student and you're looking for an internship opportunity, make sure you hit the doors, not hit the doors, knock the doors of smaller companies and startup companies, because they are lacking human resource, they are running short of human power, and hence they'll willingly hire an intern. Now, if they hire an intern, also an added benefit to this is that they are going to let you work on bigger projects, on more, powerful projects, because they are lacking on human resource. So now if you go into a very reputed company, into a very big company, what are you going to do? You're going to copy paste, you're going to photocopy, you're going to serve tea. I'm just kidding, okay? The last part. Most of the time, what I'm basically trying to say is that you're not going to be a part of good, important, valuable projects. And if you're doing photocopy work in your internship, how is that going to add on to your CV? Whereas if you join a small company or you join a startup, they are going to give you big projects to handle. And if you mess up that project, which you can, because that is the first job that you're taking up, the responsibility is that of the company. You have nothing to lose. You are yet a student, you'll complete your degree and then yet have that in your CV and take up a good job. The loss is entirely of the company. Whereas if you mess up after you have joined some place, your salary is going to be deducted, you might get fired, whatever. It's going to be a serious mess. Okay. Second, work for the knowledge and not for the money. If you are a student and you're looking for internship opportunity, work for free, work for minimum stipend they are giving you. Please do not say that no, I want a 15,000 salaried internship opportunity. Work for the knowledge. You're going to work there for 2 months maximum, and then you're going to go back into your college, complete your degree, and with that knowledge on your CV, you're going to crack a 1 lakh per month opportunity. You get my point? Work for the knowledge, not for the money. Next, also, if you're going for any interview process, please make sure that you know what you have written in your CV and not mess it up. You should not be somebody who is faking it and the person in front of you can make that out. So that is going to actually strike out your name real bad. So make sure, even if you're faking it, do that convincingly. Okay, that's all. Now let's move to the third part of the video. So if you are an employer and small employer running a small business and you're willing to hire interns, make sure you have a very strict application. Make sure you have questions in the applications which will give you direct answers whether the intern is compatible or not. As for me, I made sure that I had these points in my application. They should be punctual, they should be professional, they should be responsive. There are interns with whom I have worked, so I dropped them a message today morning and I called them and there is zero response. They'll come back to me next week and they'll say, sorry ma'am, phone ka battery khatam ho gaya tha, sorry ma'am, phone mein paisa nahi tha. That is the attitude. So make sure that you have everything mentioned in your application beforehand. You are running a business. It is only your revenue that you should be concerned about, and you're not doing any charity work. Okay? You are here to please your revenue, nobody else. Second point, always keep a probation period. As for me, I try to keep about 1 week's time for 30 days, That is, during this 1 week, if I feel that the intern is not compatible or is not able to work on the instructions I provide or does not have adequate knowledge to work with me in my company, I let them go. I ask them to look for other internship opportunities, because let's just face it, in this 1 week, the intern is actually in his or her best behavior. If during his best portray he is not compatible with you or your company, he or she will never be compatible even in the next weeks to come or months to come. So don't feel shy and hire and fire. As I said, it is your company, your business, your revenue, your profits. It is useless wasting your time, your money resources, your teachings on an intern who will not be fruitful for you in the long run. Third point, try to keep as minimum as little lesser the number of interns, better the productivity, because these interns are basically students and they are not as skilled or professionally adequate. So the more you have the interns, the more time you will have to dedicate on teaching them, on professionalism, on writing a proper email, on your guidelines of the business, on your guidelines of any employment sector. So the lower the interns in your company, easier it will be for you, efficient it will be for your company, higher will be your productivity. That's all for this video. If you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe and join the family. I try to bring out videos every week and I would love to have you here. Until next time, toodles.